We left New Zealand on the back of a low, blowing 35 knots, gusting 40. Half a Genoa was enough to pull us through. Cape Bread danced up and down as it slowly disappeared behind us. Nibbling on some fresh ginger kept my stomach in control. A day out into our new rhythm with debating seas, we became aware of a group of Dorado fish playing with Mylady. They jumped, dived, and played with the wind-vane rudder like it was the newest toy on the market. The Dorado stayed with us for 3 days. The sky covered over with threatening clouds and building wind, and by late afternoon it rained. Somewhere during the night we managed to go about between the drenchings, the gale blowing 45 knots. Horror seas, short, very steep, very deep, from all directions, played havoc with Mylady, who crashed, dived, stumbled, and soldiered on. I was so sick. What went wrong in the weather forecast? A new day. A swallow came visiting. We're hundreds of miles away from any land. Where on earth did it spend the storm? No wind followed. I was thankful. At least I could recover. Another yacht, about 200 miles to the east, reported the sighting of a group of sperm whales, and we got the poo. It floated in strings and waves, from dust fine to double handful size. We fished the small one out, and beneath the slimy algae was just pumice. Yes, volcanic ash from below the sea that has cooled and formed pumice, now drifting to wherever, creating little islands with its own fauna and flora. Little wind in the following days. Since the storm, we had a school of blackfish hitchhiking in Mylady's slipstream. After a day, we said, "How about some fish on the menu?" and got to work making a scoop net. All charge up, skipper went fishing. "Where are you?" Swallow sat closer to witness the fishing debacle. After many tries, the net joined the decorative fishing corner, and the blackfish said, "Ha ha ha, we saw you." Day 9 of our voyage, and Swallow finally moved in with us. I gave him a drop of raw egg on my tongue. Like a stubborn, know-it-all teenager, Swallow said mid-morning on day 10, "I'm off." A low popped up, and we decided, instead of staying put and riding it out, to sail with it, which we wouldn't have if we knew it was going to turn into a stalled, intensified rodeo. It turned out to be one of those events you would rather wish to miss. Chasing west with the almost hurricane-force winds from the east, we effectively pulled a tire to keep Mylady in control. How bad was the storm? All descriptions you read and footage you see in documentaries and horror films about hurricane seas are true. The eye of the storm came over us, and there was magic. A lull. Almost no wind. Restless seas from different directions, but calmer. Our little storm sail went up, and we had just enough time to write our signature on the great southern Pacific Ocean with a tack to the west, which took us due south, and an immediate another tack to the north, before the wind was back at 55 knots and disaster seas. At least the center of the storm was now moving away from us, whiplashing us in the good direction for the next 2 days. We had only one knockdown and one killer smasher breaking wave. Seaman, sailor, skipper, Ilko. The best mariner I could wish for. Safe and sound we arrived in Tonga 17 days after leaving New Zealand. Our small school of blackfish got lost in the big storm.